The Great Witches Baking Show, a culinary cozy mystery. Written by Nancy Warren. Narrated by Hollis Mccarthy. The Great Witches Baking Show. Prologue. Elspeth Peach could not have conjured a more beautiful day. Broomewode Hall glowed in the spring sunshine. The golden Cotswold stone manor house was a Georgian masterpiece, and its symmetrical windows winked at her as though it knew her secrets and promised to keep them. Green lawns stretched their arms wide, and an ornamental lake seemed to welcome the swans floating serene and elegant on its surface. But if she shifted her gaze just an inch to the left, the sense of peace and tranquility broke into a million pieces. Trucks and trailers had invaded the grounds. Large tents were already in place, and she could see electricians and carpenters and painters at work on the 12 cooking stations. As the star judge of the wildly popular TV series, The Great British Baking Contest, Elspeth Peach liked to cast her discerning eye over the setup to make sure that everything was perfect. When the reality show became a hit, Elspeth Peach had been rocketed to a household name. She'd have been just as happy to be left alone in relative obscurity, writing cookbooks and devising new recipes. When she'd first agreed to judge amateur bakers, she'd imagined a tiny production watched only by serious foodies, and with a limited run. Had she known the show would become an international success, she never would have agreed to become so public a figure. Because Elspeth Peach had an important secret to keep. She was an excellent baker, but she was an even better witch. Elspeth had made a foolish mistake. Baking made her happy, and she wanted to spread some of that joy to others. But she never envisaged how popular the series would become, or how closely she'd be scrutinized by the British Witches' Council, the governing body of witches in the UK. The council wielded great power, and any witch who didn't follow the rules was punished. When she'd been unknown, she'd been able to fudge the borders of rule-following a bit. She always obeyed the main tenet of a white witch, do no harm. However, she wasn't so good at the dictates about not interfering with mortals without good reason. Now.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?